Hi guys and welcome to MotorBeep. This right here is the E6, which is an all-new electric MPV from Chinese automaker BYD, which stands for Build Your Dreams. Now this car is meant only for the commercial segment. It is priced at rupees 29.15 lakh and it doesn't really have any direct competitor, but we all know that the favorite with fleet buyers in India is the Toyota Innova Crysta. So in this video, I'll tell you all you need to know about the E6, and of course on some important areas, I'll also compare this to the Innova Crysta. And before we get started, you know what you have to do. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the MotorBeep channel. We'll start off by comparing the running costs of the Innova Crysta and the BYD E6. Innova Crysta has a fuel tank capacity of 55 litres. The cost of diesel in Mumbai is rupees 94 per litre. So full tank will cost you approximately rupees 5,170, and on a full tank the Innova Crysta will easily do 650 to 700 kilometers, which means you get a running cost of rupees 7.3 to rupees 7.9 per kilometer. In comparison, on the BYD E6 you get a 71.7 kilowatt battery, and the charging cost in Mumbai is rupees 15 per unit. So full charge on this car will cost approximately rupees 1000, and on a full charge this car will realistically do 400 to 450 kilometers. So you get a running cost of approximately rupees 2.2 to rupees 2.5 per kilometer. Now these are just the basic running costs, and the cost of charging the car actually varies city to city. It could be lower in some cities, it could be higher in certain cities, and of course the charging rate is also different for home chargers and for outside fast chargers. Apart from this, on these costs you have to add insurance, servicing, maintenance and parking charges as well. Now the BYD E6 gets three types of charging options. The first one is a 60 watt DC CCS2 compatible charger, which takes this car from 0 to full in about 1.5 hours. You also get a 40 kilowatt hour AC fast charger, which is BYD proprietary. On that, a full charge takes approximately 2 hours, and you also get a 6.6 kilowatt slow charger, the regular home charger. On that, it takes 12 to 13 hours to charge this car fully. No chargers provided with this car at all. So when you pay 29.15 lakh, you get this car without a charger. If you want a standard home charger, you have to pay approximately 60 to 65,000 rupees more. Now, what is the size difference between the BYD E6 and the Innova Crysta? Well, both the cars are quite similar in terms of size. The Innova Crysta is 40 millimeters, that is 4 centimeters longer than the E6. It is also 2 centimeters wider than the E6 and 125 millimeters, that is 12.5 centimeters taller than the BYD E6. While the wheelbase of the E6 is 50 millimeters, that is 5 centimeters longer than that of the Innova Crysta. Both the cars get identical 215/55/17 tires, and the turning radius of the Innova Crysta is 5.4 meters. The turning radius of the E6 is 5.65 meters. Now, warranty is something which is very important for fleet operators, for people who buy cars in bulk, and in fact even for regular people. So the Innova Crysta gets a standard warranty of 3 years or 1 lakh kilometers. On the BYD E6 you get a standard warranty of 3 years or 1.25 lakh kilometers on the vehicle, 8 years of 5 lakh kilometers on the battery pack, and 8 years of 1.25 lakh kilometers on the electric motor. Now both the cars, the Innova Crysta and the BYD E6, look quite decent. Actually, the Crysta is super duper popular on our roads. You can see an Innova Crysta in each and every lane, nook and corner of our country. And yes, it is a fairly decent looking car. The E6 also looks quite nice, especially in this blue color. So basically there are 3 color options. The white one is there, the regular bread and butter color. This blue color is there, and you also have a black color which is made to order. Now the quality levels on the outside seem decent on the BYD E6. You get LED DRLs, LED tail lamps, LED indicators and projector halogen headlamps, but there are some parts where some better fit and finish could have been done. Some cost cutting has definitely been done on the outside. Over here you can see some sellotape which has been stuck on the body line. It actually covers the entire body of the car, and this does feel quite cheap. Apart from that, yes, it looks a fairly proportionate car. It grabs a lot of attention on our roads because it is quite new as well. Now talking about the boot capacity of the BYD E6. Okay, this is a bit heavy. You get 580 liters of capacity over here, which is quite nice. The boot is very nicely shaped. Practical layout definitely. The spare wheel is placed over here, and on the Innova you get 300 liters with the 3 rows up in place. With the third row folded down, you get 738 liters. But the thing on the E6 is that the second row seat cannot be folded down. Sitting in the second row, which is definitely the most important thing for someone who is, traveling in a fleet operated car or in a cab of this type. Now the BYD E6, the second row does offer a lot of space. You can see the knee room on offer, more than enough knee room over here. Headroom is also more than enough. The cabin is also fairly wide. The windows are really big, but no sunshades are offered over here, and the seat itself feels quite soft and comfortable. Now the backrest is at the perfect angle, and over long drives it does make you feel nice and comfortable. There's no discomfort as such, much. But the squab of the seat, this is also big in size, but it lacks under thigh support up to a small extent. So yes, a more upward angle over here would have been more comfortable definitely. One thing to note is that the rear seat of the BYD E6 cannot be slid back and forth, and neither can it be reclined. Apart from that, you get two regular USB ports at the rear, a single AC vent. It is written over here, build your dreams. So yes, this vehicle really inspires you to build your dreams all the time. Follow your passion, build your dreams, and then definitely buy this car. You get 3 adjustable headrests, you get ISOFIX child seat mounts, and the good part is that you get seat belt reminders for each and every seat in this car. So yes, definitely a good place to be in. No sunroof on offer. You get this cabin light. Quality levels are decent inside the cabin, not all that great, definitely not worth rupees 30 lakhs. And in comparison to the Innova Krista, well, the Krista gets 6-seater and 7-seater layouts. So you get captain seats over here. On the Innova Krista, you also get an armrest in the center. On this, you do not get an armrest, but yes, the seats of the Krista are also quite good. And the good part about both the cars is that ingress and egress are definitely very easy owing to the size and the heights of these cars. Now, the Innova Krista also has an advantage with the third row on offer. On the E6, you do not get a third row. So yes, the secondary experience is quite good on the E6, and this could be popular. This could be the selling point for people who are chauffeur driven all the time. Now sitting in the driver's seat of the BYD E6, and the layout does seem quite good. The ergonomics are decently well, and over here also it is written build your dreams. You get this 10-inch infotainment system. More on this later. And the quality levels at the front are also decent. Again, they do not feel worth rupees 30 lakhs definitely. The steering misses out on a leather wrap. The design of the steering itself is quite basic. No buttons on the left hand side. This car does not have cruise control. On the right hand side, you get these basic volume and phone controls, and you also get this nice looking instrument cluster analog unit with a color MID in the middle. You get automatic climate control, a push start button, and some buttons in the center console. These are for the parking sensors, eco mode. The volume control knob is also placed over here, and this is the gear selector knob, which is basically PRND. This car also gets an electronic parking brake, which is missing on the Innova Krista. The Innova Krista definitely has more features on offer. The quality levels on the Krista are also not that great, but the Krista does feel a bit more sturdier than this one. The front seat of the BYD E6 is also very nice and comfortable actually. The cushioning is a bit on the softer side, but for long drives, it definitely adds to the comfort levels, and actually drove this car for a couple of hours, did not get tired as such. Now talking about the infotainment system, this car gets a 10.1-inch touch screen. This is basically an Android tablet which can be rotated. So if you want to watch reels, you can keep it in the vertical layout. If you want to watch videos, you can keep it in the horizontal layout. The quality of the screen is decent. It is not all that great, and the response times could have been slightly better. But apart from that, it definitely is usable, no doubt about that. And it has a decent number of features and functions to play with as well. It also has a menu specially for the EV mode, so it showcases your driving style, the range that you are getting, and the kind of acceleration and deceleration that you are doing. So all that information is displayed on this. You can also download some apps from the Android Play Store over here. Now compared to this, the Innova Krista gets an 8-inch screen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. That screen is also not that great, feels a bit aftermarket, but the user interface is slightly better on that one. The Innova Krista also has better sound quality. This one has just 4 speakers, and the speakers are very average in terms of quality. So what are the safety features offered on the Innova Krista and the BYD E6? On the Krista, you get 7 airbags, ABS with EBD, hill start assist, and vehicle stability control. Apart from that, you also get ISOFIX child seat mounts. On the BYD E6, you get 4 airbags, ABS with EBD, hydraulic brake assist, Bosch intelligent braking control, VDC, which is vehicle dynamic control, and also traction control. The BYD E6 is a monocoque MPV with a front-wheel drive layout, and this motor generates 70 kW of power, which is approximately 94 horsepower and 180 Newton meters of torque. Now, being an EV, you get this single-speed transmission with this vehicle, and the E6 is decent to drive. It is not all that great, not too punchy either, and unlike the other EVs that we have driven, you do not get that kickback feel in this car. Now, this one drives in a very relaxed fashion. It gains speed slowly and steadily, and the top speed on this car is 130 km per hour only. The Innova definitely does almost 200 km per hour easily. Of course, compared to the Innova Krista's clatter, this car feels very silent, very quiet, and NVH levels are also decent, but of course some of the outside noise is filtered inside the cabin, especially when you're driving in heavy city traffic. Right now I'm going pedal to the metal. The car is gaining pace, but again not with a lot of force. It is doing it slowly, steadily, and I think this you know, this adds to the comfort factor for the passengers seated at the rear, because they won't get any unnecessary sudden jerks or anything of that sort. The car will go nicely, smoothly, steadily. The BYD E6 also gets this eco mode, which can be activated pressing the button over here, and that dulls the power response a bit, but you get extra range on that. The claimed driving range for this car is 512 kilometers on a city only range, and under mixed conditions you can expect around 400 to 425 kilometers, and in India also I would expect around 400 to 430 kilometers realistically. Now if we talk about the mechanicals of the Innova Crysta, you get a 2.4 liter diesel engine making 150 horses and 343 Newton meters with the manual 5-speed and 360 Newton meters with the 6-speed torque converter. Of course, that engine is also very nice. Of course, it is loud, but it is also fuel efficient, decently fuel efficient for the size of the Innova Crysta, and it offers more than enough power also. The Innova also has Eco and Power mode, so trying the Innova is also a very pleasant experience. Now the thing with the Innova is that the steering is very heavy, especially at low speeds. On the BYD E6, the steering feels light at low speeds. It weighs up fairly well at high speeds, but it does not offer a lot of communication with the driver, so it feels a bit dead and it lacks feedback. The steering of the Innova Crysta offers a lot more feedback. Now talking about the ride quality, well, the Innova has a stiff ride quality and feels a bit bumpy over bad roads, but on highways and on smooth roads the ride does feel quite good and solid, and the Innova is also a decent car to drive around. Of course, it has a lot of body roll, and this also has that, so now none of them are really, you know, good handlers. Now the ride quality of the BYD E6 does feel better than that of the Innova Crysta, because the suspension is on the softer side and the ride also feels a bit more plush, so that is a good thing in the BYD E6's favor. Apart from that, the E6 also gets rear disc brakes, which is missing on the Innova Crysta. On the Innova Crysta, you get drum brakes at the rear, but braking performance is good on both the cars. Now this car also gets 2 regenerative braking modes. So you get this button over here with HL return. So basically you press this and it toggles between the different regeneration levels. So right now it is showing standard. I'll press this one more time and it shows larger, so which means bigger, higher regeneration. So 2 regeneration levels on this car. Now, if you are a fleet operator or a commercial car buyer, well, the BYD E6, the first impressions of this vehicle are quite good. It is spacious, it is comfortable, and it promises to offer lower running costs compared to, say, a regular petrol or a diesel MPV. Now, we do not know the long-term reliability of this brand or the long-term service cost, but of course, right now it feels as a decent proposition, especially for people who are staying in metros and those people who have the bandwidth to charge the car and use it on a frequent basis. Of course, for most other use cases where a sturdy, reliable, and a durable vehicle is needed, in the fleet segment especially, the Innova Crysta is something which is hard to beat. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. If you have any questions about the BYD E6, hit us up in the comment section below.